Heroes! I did that all wrong because of you.
Do that. No, you did that all right.
Hello, heroes, and welcome back. Before we go into the movie stuff, I just remembered on Monday I start live stream February. Jelly? Jelly?
No, what I've been working, listening to you rant on about how badly you play your characters.
I wish you were there, man. Wish you were there. But I'm gonna be doing live stream February. I'm gonna be streaming every weekday in February from 9 AM till about 7 PM. It's gonna be a long ass mission. It's gonna be a fucking big ass competition. Basically, my head is mashed from editing Way the Warrior 2.
Nice.
I fucking blitzed my head with editing, and I felt really the last week or so. When I sat in front of Vegas, my head was like, oh my god. I'm really looking forward to just playing some games. And plus, I need to cap all my characters big time. I really need to cap all my fucking characters for the next guides, because 5.2's changed things a lot for a lot of characters. I'm wondering to see what you think about your warrior after you play your 5.2, because you're quite into your warrior.
I'm
a twist of fate.
Into my warrior at the minute. I absolutely love it, and arms especially. I tell you what, though, I do miss running into packs as Fury and just wailing on everything around me. But arms is just so cool at the minute.
Yeah, so it's going to be it's not a break, but it's certainly something I need to get the characters capped. So I'm going to do it from Monday, and I'm hoping you guys could join me from 9 AM. But we're also trying to break into the live streaming a little bit more, because the only consistent show is the daily, which is only half an hour to an hour long, and the web show. The rest of the stuff is sort of random, which isn't great for live streams. You want to be consistent.
My stuff's consistent, mate.
But that's only a Wednesday and a Sunday as well. So
Thursday.
it's what?
Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday. So it's kind of mix and match. We're going to be playing all sorts of different games, including Neocron 2. I know, I'm sorry, dude. So we've been requesting that anybody who is going to be part of live stream February, if you are available during those times, is that you get installed Neocron 2. And don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. Okay? Neocron 2 and don't play it yet. Because we're going to be playing it together. We're going to make a little clan. We're going to have some fun. And I think we're going to be making our bombers. Get some bombers in there, get some tanks, and get some jeeps, maybe some APCs. And we're going to be doing some fucking steamroll. Keen has been playing a little bit of Neocron 2. It's fucking hard, preach. It's not hard if you're good. It's actually really easy. So we're going to be playing that together. It's international. It's completely free to play. It's old, so if you have an old system, you'll be more than fine. It's a very old game. What year do you think? Neocron 2? 1995?
No. 1995.
No, it was pre-WoW.
I know it's pre-WoW.
So 94?
No, 94. What are you talking about?
Well, WoW's 6 years old. It's 2013, so it's got to be around there.
No, it's not. What, 10 years before that?
It's got to be near there.
No, it wasn't 10
It
years.
is. It's when we lived in the flat.
It was when you lived in the flat, but I was also in college. We graduated in 2000. It was definitely...
Oh, so you think earlier?
You said 1996, 1994.
Oh, sorry, I'm 10 years out of date. 2002.
It will be around 2002. That's what I reckon.
2002.
No, 2003.
Alright, so it's around then, and that's how old it is. So it's easy enough to play. It's an FPS MMO.
It's so good back in the day. You need people, though, because you can't do everything by yourself in that game.
So hopefully we'll get a big clan of balls together. The plan is I'm generally going to cap... I've got to cap 9 characters. I've got a month to do it. I think that's actually plenty of time. So what we'll be generally doing is capping a character, then we'll spend a couple of days on a different game, and we'll see how we go from there. That's generally the kind of thing we're going to do it. Because I've also got things like all the Warcrafts from Warcraft 1. Got Warcraft 1, 2, 3, and the expansion.
Figure out how catapults work yet?
Not really. No. No, not really. I really didn't. So I'm going to be playing all those. I've got Half-Life 2 and both the expansion sets installed for that.
You've already done those.
I played them a little bit, but I haven't played it through for a while.
You was talking about doing Portal 2.
We haven't got it. You've got Portal 2, I think.
Probably have.
I think you've got Portal 2. I don't own Portal 2.
I don't want to do it.
I certainly can't afford to buy more games at the moment.
No, because that'd fuck my mind out of annoyance doing Portal 2, I think.
Well, we've got like 4 games to play through. We were talking about it before. We've got Transformers: Rise of Cybertron. You haven't really played through it.
That's going to be harder, because I'm the lefty.
But we need to get... Well, we need some time, don't we, really?
Yeah, we do.
And Baldur's Gate, which went failure because of pregnancy issues.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, on Baldur's Gate, that needs to be more than one person playing it. The only reason I stopped playing Baldur's Gate 2 on that Thursday is purely because I was playing it like I play it. I was speaking to the people in the chat, but it's just like, it's one of those games where every action that you do, you pause the game, you line up your next action, you let them do it and stuff like that. But as I'm doing that on my own, I can't imagine people watching it like just being entertained, and that's why I didn't do it. That's why you need like a bit of back and forth. It's one of those games like that.
Okay, so we'll see. Wikipedia is OP. So we're gonna do various different games on that. So we are going Black Dragon. Look at my brother. We're playing NC2.
Fuck yeah, PE mate. With
I was trying to explain
PE.
that it's not like WoW. So strippers are plenty. The Black Dragon is a drug dealing guild or faction.
Yeah.
Well,
Black Dragon Pro City.
It's different. It's different.
It's still Pro and Anti-City, isn't it?
Not really. They closed Dome of York. There was 2 cities in it when the game was at its peak, and I mean peak by 1,000 people on the server.
I mean peak by the server capacity going up to at the top of its peak 16%.
16%, which I think was 160 people. It's not. It is large, but people converge in certain spots, so you couldn't really tell it was a lot of.
Just a really short story, and this was like 2 years ago. I went back into Neocron really briefly when I finished my last job, and I got my contract, my new job, so I could do like anything for a month. I went back into Neocron, and my private eye was called Daywalker, all one word. And as soon as I logged in, everyone's like, "Lol, you're the fucking fake Daywalker. Lol, I can't believe you stole that guy's name and stuff like that." Blah blah. Because someone had been on it who'd got banned called Daywalker, Day Space Walker. So I was like, "I'm the fake Daywalker." He's like, "Yeah, you dickhead. You shouldn't have that name. You should delete that character." I was like, So Daywalker was all one word. It's like, no, it was Day Space Walker. I said, "Do you know why Daywalker wasn't one word when this guy was playing it?" "No, because it was my fucking you dick."
Well, I managed to get the original name Preach on there. There is no server in World of Warcraft where I can have the name Preach. Never happens. I've requested it on multiple servers. And I even have a friend who's a GM. I cannot get that name. And the way the system works is kind of retarded. Like on Twisting Nether, when Method moved to Twisting Nether, and we all got to request our names, nearly everybody in the guild got their name back. Like Skull got his name back. Everybody just requested it. They all changed to stupid names like I'm fucking Katsumi lololol. And then eventually they got their name back because people have been name grabbing all the top guild players' names on multiple servers. And I said, I requested the GM, I was like, "Can I have Preach?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, and then on the forums it was like, you just have to keep asking and they'll give it you. So I requested again, no. Again, no. Then I spoke to my friend, I was like, "Can you look into this for me?" And he said, "Yeah, the guy who has the name Preach hasn't played his account in a year and a half. The character was level 70, called Preach, a shaman, but his account is still being paid for. He hasn't logged in for a year and a half, but his account is still paid for. You cannot have the name back. I can't give it to you." Fucking retarded. It's so fucking annoying. I really want that name, and it's so annoying. But I've requested it. I fucking hate that in WoW that I can't get my name. Because some people just claim it. There's loads of level 1s out there called Preach.
Well, don't remember when Star Wars went live, and we had people in America who got priority access and stuff like that. It was RH, our friend in America, and he got priority access. He's like, "Right, I've got 6 slots. What names am I saving?" He was like,
"Oh yeah, he saved us all our names, didn't he?"
He got us all our names.
I got Rev. I don't think I got Preach in Star Wars.
You did.
Reverend.
You got Reverend and you got Preach. You definitely got Reverend and Preach. I couldn't have Ghost because it was an NPC called Ghost, so I had Ghosty and stuff like that. But I had loads of awesome names.
Yeah, you got everybody to save your names, which is good shit. So yeah, from Monday, live stream fucking February, man, and I'm hoping so many of you can join us in and just have a great time. I should be chatting with you. I'm going for I haven't quite found my live streaming style yet, but I seem to be edging more favourably to literally just talking to you guys constantly and just trying to have a good time. And playing whatever I'm playing, because I can play WoW with my eyes closed, so I like just talking to you guys. That's kind of how I haven't found it quite yet. My feet in live streaming, it's different to YouTube, but we'll get there. We'll get there. WoW movie, talk to me. I haven't been able to talk to you properly about this.
Well, we only know that they've got a director for it.
But what do you think of that director for a game movie? This is going to be a dark fucking movie.
Is it though?
I think it is. I think it's going to be dark as fuck.
I don't think it is.
Let's think of all the... I was looking back at some of the Blizzard cutscenes. They're all pretty dark. A lot of them are pretty epic and dark. And this director You look at Moon. You look at Source Code. I haven't seen Source Code because it's got Jake Jig and Dick in it.
Yeah.
And I don't like Jake Jig and Dick. And so, but Moon is really solemn, slow paced, builds to some really good crescendo.
Moon's a really good film.
Exactly, and it's not. I was actually happy it wasn't Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi is great for Evil Dead. Everyone goes, "Oh, Evil Dead." It's a long time ago, man.
Yeah,
it's a long fucking time ago that he made that film. And the films he's made since then, Spider-Man 3, are okay. They're alright films. It could have been an average film.
In terms of Neocron, it is not region-based. There are 4 servers, and everyone from all over the world can get access to those servers from wherever you are playing.
Yeah, you'll play on the English server. There's 4 servers. One's French, one's German, one's English. I'm not sure what the other one is. But it's called Terror. It's the English server. So we'll be on the English server. No, Moon wasn't a random plot, man. It had a solid plot. But I'm just like, I'm so happy this guy's been chosen. Really happy. Because he seems like a director who's not Michael Bay-ish. I found out something about Transformers as well the other day.
Is it something to do with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah! What did you think? Hang on, are we there yet? Let's talk about the WoW movie before we get there.
I like Mark Wahlberg. But
Nobody likes Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's awesome, man.
Such a cunt.
No, he's not.
He's fucking
I don't think it was worth a solid C that you just dropped.
I fucking hate Mark Wahlberg.
I love Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, you know, I recently... Oh, okay, we're getting off the WoW movie. But I'm really looking forward to the WoW movie. I just want to put it out there. Now that director's attached, I'm like, yes, this is going to be good.
It's basically... I don't know how they are going to do it, but it has got potential for endless follow-up films.
Do you know what I really, really looking forward to, and I'll tell you why, is Druids changing into a farm. And the reason I say that is, have you ever seen the Russian film about vampires called Daywatch?
Yes.
Have you ever seen it when the woman turns into a fucking cat and dives on the side? And it is one of the most legit morphing things I have ever seen done in a movie. Because some of the morphing things that I've seen in movies look terrible, especially when people turn into animals.
Twilight.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the modern era of films. That film looks vicious when she turns into a fucking cat, like a tiger and giants. Because I think they had a legit tiger in there as well, which is well good, by the way. I just cannot wait to fucking see what they do with Druids. Because I want someone to turn into a bear that looks fucking vicious. A proper bear. And all that kind of stuff. I really want to see what they do with that. And I hope it's not Twilight style.
Yeah, I agree.
That's one of the things I'm mainly looking forward to.
I want to see who they pick as the main protagonist.
We had some suggestions about this in the fucking...
Because also, it doesn't necessarily mean they are going to start from the scratch in terms of the Warcraft lore. You don't know how they're going to win.
Well, it's going to be a completely new lore angle. They have said that it's not going to be based on Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, or anything in World of Warcraft.
Well, they're going to be key characters.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have your fucking fan shouts. You've got to have people like Thrall in there. Probably Jaina Proudmoore is going to be in there, depending on what happens. I'd like to see Vol'jin involved. It's looking like Varian Rin's going to survive this expansion. Garrosh obviously isn't going to survive this expansion. Garrosh going down, which is a shame, man. I kind of want to touch on that. Have you done the Dominion Offensive dailies?
No.
Okay, well, the Dominion... That's a shame. You should go and do them. They're really good. They came in patch 5.1. These are really good dailies, by the way, and you guys will agree. Jaina Proudmoore will be in it, and she should be pretty cool. You go... It's the landing, the Horde landing on Pandaria. And you do a bit with Garrosh. Garrosh is a fucking badass, man. As much as he's a huge asshole, and he always has been a huge asshole, he's such a fucking badass. And he always is. And it's a shame he's not going to be in this movie, because I would like to see Garrosh in some fashion. Because Garrosh is the epitome of fuck your couch. Because Garrosh just you go to the quest where Garrosh is your assistant, like a pet, and he just tear asses through everything. He mullers the fucking place. And then everybody questions him, he like kills Vol'jin, or he has Vol'jin assassinated but he's still alive kind of thing. You should do it because it leads you into a scenario which is a lot of storyline about Vol'jin. There's all sorts of things that are going on and going to be going on in this expansion which could be really cool and could really pull Mr. Pandaria up to being a tremendous expansion. I'm really looking forward to the next 3 patches in terms of the story.
I think Thrall's going to be War Chief again.
I can't see Thrall doing it. I think Vol'jin is probably next in line to be the War Chief.
I know that, but I think this is why they're keeping like Thrall's whereabouts as sort of like a big reveal in terms of who's going to be.
Thrall's child's got to be born because she's preggers. She's up the duffer.
I know, but I still think that it's going to be Thrall who basically takes the helm of War Chief again. He's going to be left out for a while, but I think it's going to be like a big reveal that Thrall's like now going to be fighting against Garrosh.
Would you like to see that? Would you see Thrall? I could foresee this in some fashion. Is Jaina going to find Thrall? It's going bad. Because Jaina and Thrall, you know what I mean? And pulling him in, and maybe Thrall and Varian have to work together to bring down Garrosh. Be a wonderful end to Mr. Pandaria to see that happen. And then Vol Jin actually installed as the new War Chief.
Okay then. Oh yeah, I see. That would work though. Imagine that then. Imagine it being the sort of like, you know, Vol Jin still makes sort of appearances, but like it's basically Thrall that beats over Garrosh. And then it basically turns into a point where he appoints Vol Jin as War Chief.
Yeah, I think Vol Jin will be installed as the new War Chief, but what I can see happening, because Garrosh, the basic storyline so far with Garrosh is he's gained a lot of power and he's pretty fucking hardcore, to the point where I don't think his storyline ways is that the Alliance, led by Varian, because Varian's a bit of a cunt anyway, is going to be able to take him down alone, and it's going to take the combined efforts of Thrall, some big name players, get Thrall involved with Varian, reluctantly, to actually bring down Garrosh. I think that's what it's going to take. Yeah. Garrosh is going to become a warlord, essentially, and if not already, and bring him down. The RP value of Mr. Pandaria, as much as we mocked the idea of the war, could be brilliant if it's done really well. I'm really looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it.
I agree with Palator, mate.
What was that? Palator, Bane for War Chief. But I conquered Pandaria for you. You think this gives you power over me?
Yeah.
That could be really cool. That could be awesome. Mark Wahlberg. I recently watched The Fighter with Wahlberg and Christian Bale.
Do you know, just really, it's this topic, but what scared me the most about this...
Are we out of water?
Yeah, okay. We'll start that in a bit. Is that film, for me, was testament to how good Christian Bale is.
High five me. I am... So on your fucking page right now, it is retarded. Did he not make Wahlberg look like a fucking scrub?
Not just that, but like the way that he portrays like a current and rehabilitating junkie, and then at the end of it, where you see the interview with the two real people, the person who Christian Bale played, it was just like, it was spot on, man. It was so unbelievable. Good.
I was about my entire comment about that movie because I hadn't seen it for some reason. And then it was on TV, and then I was like, "Oh, The Fighter's on," and I did kind of want to watch it, but Mark Wahlberg did put me off, and he does anything he's in. Like Prince of Persia, I only saw recently because Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. I don't like him.
I didn't know that Mark Wahlberg was in Prince of Persia.
He's not. Jake Gyllenhaal is, but I feel the same way about him. If he's in a movie, it literally puts me off watching it. And The Fighter was on, but I do love Christian Bale, obviously. Duh. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's Batman, how dare you?
And then I saw The Fighter, and I was like, Christian Bale is leaps and fucking bounds ahead of that guy.
Yes.
And if I was Matt Wahlberg, I would feel bad being in that movie. Or I would be like, this is lucky as shit.
Yeah, in comparison to Bale, yeah, but I still like Mark Wahlberg as an actor.
Alright, wait till you see the one with Dwayne Johnson in it.
Pain and Gain is going to be so cool. I don't care what you say. It's not going to be Oscar-worthy stand-up and applaud film.
Mark Wahlberg
it looks awesome. If you've not seen the trailer for Pain and Gain with Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, go and watch it and tell me that trailer doesn't look fun as shit.
It's terrible. It's so fucking bad.
Like even when he's like when he's being like in a comedic role, like in the other guys, it was funny, man. He was so funny, like when he skates his out when he's talking about wanting to be a peacock. You gotta let me fly on this one. Alright, you know what? Peacocks don't fly. Well, they sort of fly. A little bit.
No, yeah, I've never seen a good Mark Wahlberg film. I can't name one.
Really?
Never. I can't think of a film that he hasn't made worse by his presence being there.
And this is going to be controversial, and I know you're going to disagree with this as well. One of my only films, game-related, that I like, and like I say, it is controversial because
I know what you're going to say. It's terrible.
Max Payne.
Yeah, Max Payne. Fucking horrible.
The only thing that let me down about Max Payne was the bullet time. Shooter was a mint film.
Fuck off.
Shooter was awesome.
So
oh, mate, okay, there's another one for you.
You're going to take into account curvature.
Do you know, Four Brothers? If you've not seen Four Brothers, watch it.
He made it worse.
No, he didn't.
Did?
No, he did not.
In my opinion.
But anyway, the Max Payne thing.
Shoot, it's a good film. You guys want fucking
Max Payne, the actual film, like it captured Max Payne, but him, he's like narrative and stuff like that as Max Payne was awesome. I love Shooter. There's something wrong with you. It's meant to be fun though. It's not meant to be like Yeah, that's science.
No,
That's science.
it's not about that. I know the purpose of the film. Don't get me wrong, it's got Mark Wahlberg with a sniper rifle on the front cover. I know what Shooter's about. He's awful.
He's mint.
He's awful. He's so fucking bad. He just... I don't know whether it's because he can't do voices.
He does a good, quiet voice.
It's his face.
What's wrong with his face?
What a dick. I just can't stand him. I don't know. It just fucking drives me mad.
I don't know why you don't like Mark Wahlberg so much. I
so,
think it's mint.
JJ Abrams is going to make Star Wars. He's the same guy who makes Star Trek.
Let me just jump in straight away. Lens flare out the question.
Let's
not talk about lens flare.
Now, Boogie Nights, come on.
People's biggest thing about J.J. Abrams doing Star Wars is because he did Star Trek. But let's look at it like this. Star Trek. I like Star Trek. I don't religiously follow it. I've not seen them all. I know you have. But, and it goes testament as well because Suzanne, my girlfriend's in the same boat as me with this. We both absolutely fucking love the Star Trek film, the new Star Trek film that J.J. Abrams did. Because it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he took that franchise and everyone was like, oh, he's going to reboot Star Trek. And it was unbelievable.
I'm not slagging the situation off.
I'm for it.
I am saying this is one of the biggest tests of a director I have ever known to occur.
Me and a girl from work who are both big into films, we had exactly the same conversation as that. That's two massive franchises that he's got the range
that are very different.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
They're both space. If you ask Emma what's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars, she doesn't know. But we know. This is a fucking test out, and fair play to him to say because he denied it for months. People were talking about J.J. Abrams being the new Star Wars director for a long time. He was up until I think last month. He was still openly denying it, and then they said yes, he's attached to do it. This is a big fucking ask, and I just hope he's good enough, and I think he is after a new Star Trek to just make them so different, so fucking different, and. Ooh, I'm excited. Especially he's not directed the new Star Trek, has he? He's like a producer, I think. He's not the director, is he? Into the Darkness. I don't think he's the director of that one. So I just...
Oh, actually, there's something else I want to touch on. I don't think you've seen it. Have you not seen the Iron Man 3 Super Bowl teaser?
Oh, they've done a Super Bowl trailer.
It's like 15 seconds long, which annoyed me. Super Bowl trailers should be at like 2.5 minutes.
What did we have last year? Dark Knight and Avengers?
I think so, yes. But the trailer basically reveals, like, in the trailer for Iron Man 3, if you've not seen it, it shows glimpses of the Iron Patriot being in it and stuff like that. That's, like, I know that attaching it to the comic...
You care so much about this movie.
I know. I totally do. Anything to do with superheroes that I like, I completely invest into it. But, like, the Iron Patriot was built, like, after the death of Captain America by... what the hell is he called? Green Goblin... Norman Osborn.
Okay.
And basically, that's the story of it. But in this, like, we saw the Iron Patriot, and we know that Captain America's not dead because they're doing the Avengers 2, and they're doing Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So he's not dead. So it's like, who's in the Iron Patriot suit? And in the 15-second trailer, it just shows the visor come up, boom, it's Rhodey. Why is Rhodey, War Machine, who's War Machine, being War Machine, now the Iron Patriot? I don't know. But what I do like is they're showing more emphasis on it being like the whole.
Well, from what I can tell, the whole film is based around the fact that what happened in the Avengers has really affected Tony Stark.
Exactly, but the whole creed of the film is he gets bummed out by the question: does he make the suit, or no? Does the man make the suit, or does the suit make the man? Which is the whole like point of this. And then you get the story of basically his entire personal world crumbling to bits, and it shows glimpse into the extremist where he gets battered beyond belief. You get a glimpse of him like with in hospital with like an oxygen mask on, like he's probably going to get the extremists to rebuild, and then he can remotely control his suit using his body and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see what they do with this. I cannot wait. And I know it's definite in America. I don't think we're going to be as lucky. It's been pushed forward a week to the 25th of April now as well.
This year?
Yes, mate.
Is it that soon?
Yes, mate.
Oh, wait, is it that soon?
Mate,
I didn't think Iron Man 3 was that soon.
It is. 25th of April. I cannot wait for that film. The only thing that lets me down from this, and I'm going to, you know, the second I watch that film, I know full well that I'm going to think differently, is because I'll be biased. I hate the new Iron Man armor.
I can't say what much comment.
It's basically, you know, like it's majority red with gold. Now it's majority off-color gold with red.
Oh, it's a minor thing. It's a bit of a nitpick.
It's a nitpick.
But you were telling me before that the Justice League movie might not go ahead.
The Justice League, yeah, this is interesting actually. It's a bold move, but I obviously see why it's a bit of a safe bet for the people that are going to be involved. The Justice League is now going to get the green light depending on its sales from the Man of Steel.
Which is kind of like, if it wasn't for Iron Man, the Avengers wouldn't exist.
Well, put it this way.
But I think that is a safe bet.
I think that would have existed, but they basically did that from the start. And you got to think it was a very, very, very bold move to do it as well. 2 Iron Man films, Thor, Captain America, not the Hulk.
Well, they tried the Hulk twice.
Exactly. Well, I like the second Hulk, I've got to admit.
There's not. I'm just. Every time with the Hulk, it's kind of like a Superman dilemma. Is I always know he's going to win, even though you know the other guys are going to win. The Hulk doesn't have a chance of losing. If you know anything about the Hulk, he can't lose.
Yeah.
And that always bugs me. And that's one of the problems with Superman, which is why I think this Superman we've already talked about in the previous show is based entirely on his personal side, not the fact that he's got to fight something with kryptonite and he's going to win. Boring. I wish they would have done... They always try and mix in a bit of personal life stuff with the Hulk, but it's always the same fucking story. Betty and I love you, I gotta go away. And then he ends up fighting something ridiculous.
Man of Steel stands out.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. And I think Man of Steel is a guaranteed win. Kevin Costner.
Because, yeah, exactly. But like Man of Steel, with every Superman film, and you'd be stupid to think if it doesn't make an appearance. I think it will in some way, shape or form. You are waiting to see the kryptonite appear to injure or weaken Superman. That is what you are waiting for. But this one is
say he's not going to be in there.
I hope it isn't. I really hope it
isn't.
Because this one's more of a like, because they've made it out like it's a fight for his identity, like his acceptance and stuff like that into the human race.
I think it's going to be about his reveal as being fucking Clark Kent. And
it looks good. The new poster as well. You've probably not seen it. Like the new the actual movie poster that just says like 2013. It's Superman in his full armor with his arms down in handcuffs with a load of armed guards next to him.
I've seen
it looks really good, man.
So he turns himself in, is what it's saying.
Yeah, that power turns himself in the film because it shows him with like Lois Lane, like, and he's stood in handcuffs and she like kisses him, and like in a really quick pick where he's surrounded by armed guards.
Well, Superman is the basis of the Justice League. If Superman doesn't play, if we don't accept Superman as being the key and something we want to see, there's never going to be a Justice League. No, because the other characters are good. Like Thor is good, Hulk is good, but it was based around Iron Man being the fucking linchpin of those. This is going to be the way.
Well, they've taken the focus of that because Iron Man and Captain America. Well, Captain America sort of left.
Well, that was Robert Downey Jr. actually. I don't know if you know that.
Robert Downey Jr. parts.
Well, no. Actually, he didn't. At first, he said we cannot do the Avengers without the first 15 minutes being dedicated to Iron Man, and that was his comment on it. And then who was the director? Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon actually said, "Well, this is what we've actually got." To Downey Jr., watch this, and he goes, "No, you're right. I don't need to be."
Really?
But not in terms of his ego. He was more about Iron Man is so much more popular than the rest of the other films that in order to drag people in, we need the first 15 minutes to be about Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then he went, "No, I think I want to play it this way." And then he saw what Joss Whedon had done. He was like, "No, you're right. Let's do it that way." And that's why you're the director. Well, that's why you're ugly as fuck and making more money than me. I'm Robert Downey Jr. I'll do my fucking thing. But it needs to be that way. I think it's pretty cool. And, I'm really excited for this year's movies. I'm fucking buzzing for it.
The Wolverine.
You see the picture of him in a suit?
Yes.
What do you think?
I like it.
Like a Yakuza thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. He's like he's in Japan, isn't he? But oh man, I'm so interested for it. But you know what? Actually, I liked, even though it was just a still, and it's probably not going to be like it in the still. They had a picture of him, and it's not because he's topless. We had a picture of him with just like his drawers on, like really fucking haunched up, with his arms out and his blades out, without CGI blades on. They were actual like blades that he'd obviously like used for with grips and stuff like that, and it looked, just from a still, looked unbelievable. Oh my god, this year's
films. And is the new Thor this year?
Is it the Shadowlands or the Shadow World or something like that?
I don't know.
I think Thor is.
I don't know enough about Thor, but I like the movies.
I hated it the first time I saw it, but only the first time. The second time I watched it, completely flipped and loved it.
Yeah, I fucking love Thor. I think it's really good. Do we want to do some questions?
Let's do some questions.
Let's do some questions because we've done a long show. It's nearly 11 PM. We've been going for 3 hours. So let's get some questions from all you guys. We kind of ignored you tonight, and sorry about that, but we had some major chat problems.
The new 300's coming out as well, yeah. Prequel. Can't really be a sequel. It'd be like really short.
Not looking forward to it.
The
only thing I'm definitely looking forward to at the moment that's like that is Sin City 2. And Bruce Willis is attached already.
A girl to die for or something like that.
Yeah, I think Johnny Depp's attached. Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke's dead. And so's Elijah Wood. So God knows who else is going to be in it. I think Clive Owen died in it. Did he? No, he didn't die, did he? But no. Clive Owen's... What happened to Clive Owen?
I can't stand Clive Owen.
No, I don't think anybody can.
He's one of the people, a very, very, very rare few actors that if I saw on the street, I'd just love to run up and punch him in the face.
Mark Wahlberg.
No. Mark Wahlberg, I'd probably hug him.
Mark Wahlberg. No. Yeah, but Sin City 2, I'm really looking forward to.
Bored with the questions because I can't.
Preach, do you want to meet local sluts near you? Not really.
I do.
Not really.
But I live near Preach, so post them anyway.
Sin City 2. Mickey Rourke died, yeah, I remember.
Let's start here. Thoughts on the new Kick-Ass 2 screenshot. Have you seen that? With
no.
Jim Carrey. It was like Stars and Stripes Man or whatever. It's only like one image.
It won't be... You know what I'm worried about Kick-Ass 2 is one of the brilliant things about Kick-Ass is that we didn't know anything about it. Kick-Ass 2, we kind of know the setting and the scenario.
I don't like the fact that Christopher Mintz-Plasse character is now called the Motherfucker.
Yeah, I kind of think they're just cashing in a little bit. I wouldn't expect a great movie out of Kick-Ass 2. I really would not.
What's your favourite Nintendo game of all time?
Shit, dude. Mario 64.
Mario 64. I'm going to go with WWE No Mercy.
It is good, but Mario 64 I think was a better game. Mario 64 is just...
What do you think of the new Die Hard film? Bobbins!
I think it's going to be fun.
No.
Die Hards are always fun.
Die Hard 4.0 was crap. They should have stopped at Vengeance. This new one...
Vengeance is a good one, isn't it?
Yes. This new one is going to be Bobbins.
Mickey Rourke is dead? Well, no, his character in Sin City is dead. His character in Sin City is dead.
What do you think about to scale up Old Dungeons to 90?
No. Old Dungeons should be left old. I do not like revamping of any content. It just devalues it in my eyes.
Any tips for looking to gain followers and regular viewers on live streams?
Be consistent. That's one of our problems. I can tell you our number one problem now for not having consistent, well over 1,000 people plus is consistency. You need to be on... If you want to be serious about live streaming, and when I mean serious, I mean live streaming is something that you should not consider as being able to turn a career, in my opinion. That is generally my true honest opinion. Live streaming is not a long-term career path. You can't keep it up when you need to. You need to be live streaming at least 5 to 6 days a week for a long period of time each time, and you need to be starting at exactly the same time every day. That is what I'm saying. That is how live streaming works. You need to be on all the time as much as humanly possible. And near enough, you need to give up a lot because you won't earn anything near a living expense from live streaming for a long time. Unless you're incredibly lucky or have some sort of celebrity background, it's not going to work.
So let me answer one really quickly. Whatever happened to Jim Carrey? He's in a new film. I can't remember what the bloody name of it. It's a stupid name. Well, it's a magician film with Steve Carell, Steve Buscemi, and Jim Carrey's in it. And he's buff again, man.
Yeah.
He is buff again.
Jim Carrey really was a very, very serious actor, and he seemed to go on a little bit of a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
He actually, some of his finest work, I mean, I know he's known for like The Mask and Dumb and Dumber and so on and so forth, and he's brilliant in those films. He's actually the more... Like Robin Williams. Robin Williams is a comedy, stand-up comedian, all blah, blah, blah. Some of Robin Williams' best movies I've ever seen him in are his serious ones, like where he plays a serial killer. And Jim Carrey's done a couple of those, and they were really, really good. I think the one, Number 7, I think it's called The Number 7 or something like that. I thought Jim Carrey was amazing in that film. It's a shame it didn't really take off. You retweet my tweet. Did that Twitter information come through to you, by the way?
Yeah, I've got it now.
Are you in charge of the Twitter?
I am in charge of the Twitter.
Alright, Ghost is the Twitter master.
1 sec, let me go back up to the questions. Orc or human?
Don't care. But I don't know, orc or human, it doesn't mean much.
What's your favourite out of a bow, crossbow or gun?
Bow.
I knew you'd say that.
Because it's right.
Alright. Peach, what is your armoury for which character? If you could sleep with any celeb, who would it be?
Don't know, I'm not really up to speed on my hot celebs.
Someone with massive tits.
I already do that.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna go back.
YouTube equals pay per sub equals opinions. No, YouTube needs to remain free. The only way you can literally, you have to take into account certain things. If people want to get into YouTube and they think it's relatively easy, it's not. It takes a long time to even find your feet on being a commentator. That's really hard to do. Took me a long time to find our feet in that. I particularly got really lucky with where I am. But you also need to take into account that at least 2/3 of your audience use ad blocker. So until you start getting 3 times as many views as you are willing to live off, 3 times, that's when you can start thinking about doing it seriously. And that's where we had to go. We had to get to the stage where we were near 1 million views a month. Let's assume we get $3 per 1,000 views. That should be $3,000 a month. You get 1/3 of that. That's what happens.
Do you think we'll see any sequels to the 2012 Dread movie?
I hope so. Absolutely hope so. But you recently bought Dread on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And you're telling me it looks worse because it wasn't in 3D? Because certain scenes are designed to be in 3D.
Most 99.9% of the film looks amazing because it's Blu-ray. The whole point of Dread being in 3D was the effects from the drug slow-mo when they use it. Like when Mama's in the bath and she takes slow-mo and she splashes the water. In 3D, it looked amazing. In Blu-ray, it looks like you should be wearing 3D glasses. It's just like...
Yeah, it's just not quite there.
Yeah, exactly. What's the funniest spec to play in MOP so far?
I would say Shadow Priest at the moment is favouring me, personally.
I'd say Arms Warrior. Until 5.2, of course. What up, Ghost Priest? Will you play LOL?
The main reason I do not play LOL, and this is complete honesty, is I do not have time to play more than a game a day. The games of LOL just last too long. So, and with LOL, it's something you either need to play constantly, and I basically have to turn it into a LOL channel. I don't like the game enough to do that. Or to play casually, I just don't have it. I really do not.
Ghost, do you remember the Green Dragon Soul set? Will you help me get this tonight? Rastcast, that's Rasty. Yeah, we can do it tonight, mate, if you want. Your thoughts on Own 3D closing down?
Couldn't give a shit.
Couldn't give a shit.
Couldn't give a shit. I'm glad to see some really good streamers turning up on Twitch, to be honest.
Good,
if Twitch becomes it's better for everybody if Twitch becomes the place to be live streaming, because that means that they can generate more revenue for us. They have to get ad deals. That's how it works. They're ad deals. So they go out and say, look, we are the place that's streaming this stuff. You need to put your ads here. They can get a bigger buy rate. We get more revenue. It's good. It's all good. As long as you can maintain it.
Ghost, do you still watch Arrow? Yes, I do. Absolutely love it. I've got the latest episode to watch, which I'm doing tomorrow. Still love it. Amazing program if you've not watched it.
Any other new characters come into it that were worthy of note?
Not worthy of note. There was a guy, Firefly, who was in the last episode, but it was bizly used.
Okay.
But yeah, the actual program itself, absolutely loving it still.
I am not Ghost's favourite YouTuber. I don't think he watches any of my videos.
What?
What's your favourite YouTuber?
Good question, man.
Regular basis.
It's not Epic Mealtime anymore by miles. Used to be, is not anymore. Probably, there's a group of guys, but one of the streamers I follow from his perspective is called Bed Bananas, who just makes funny FPS videos with like game mods that they use for it and stuff like that, and I think it's really funny. They did a Battlefield one a few months ago. It's like Battlefield with Bed Bananas or something hilarious, and I just watched them when they put them up. Do you play any Warhammer 40k games? We did, didn't we?
Yeah, did we play Dawn of War?
Yeah, I've got that on my computer as well. Is that co-op?
I don't think so.
Oh, bastard.
We'll check into that.
What about StarCraft? Do you like StarCraft?
I love StarCraft. If you mean do I want to play competitively, I do not want to go down the competitive gaming path anymore. The problem is this, right? Competitive gaming path is good short term. Maybe you actually make a lot of money from it. There's no doubt about that. That's not where I envision us being in the future. It's not. It needs to be variety gaming is where I'd like to go. We're going to keep the emphasis on WoW for a very long time. I actually spoke about this. Other guys were talking about why don't we do more MMOs. I just don't want to do another big MMO. The only one I'll even give a try to, I think, realistically, is going to be Project Titan. Whatever that might be, I will give that a solid go. I'm looking forward to it. If I don't like it, I can't see me getting invested in another MMO again. It's just not where I want to be. in terms of my video creation.
Have you seen the Sons of Anarchy season 5? Yes, I've seen all Sons of Anarchy.
You're
gonna scratch your nose back in a sec.
My nose is really itchy. It's driving me mad.
Okay. Ghost of Ashi, but what about Preach? He's already asked that. Preach favours a bow. How do you feel about Windwalker Monk?
I've been playing my Monk a lot recently. That's what I've been live streaming. I'm not particularly overwhelmed by it. It seems very in the middle of the ground type specs, all three of them, to be honest. I would actually say Fistweaver is great fun. Brewmaster and Windwalker, I don't feel any strong opinion for or against.
How did you go from being Street to Ghost? Street was when I was going through a phase. And what was that phase?
SWAT.
The film SWAT with Colin Farrell. Could not get enough of anything SWAT related. Unbelievably loved it, and that's where I got Street from. But Ghost basically is just on the grounds that any game where you can be stealth or silenced like a ghost is where I get that name from. That's where I got
cool,
that.
Dawn of War 2 is co-op. I'm not sure which one we have.
Okay.
I'll have to check. I'll check which one we have.
Anything on the Elder Scrolls MMO?
No, again, not interested. I think that was what brought it up is, do you want to play the Elder Scrolls MMO or are you going to be trying it out?
No.
Not really.
I think
really.
It's going to be too demanding.
Well, my point
CPU
was,
demanding.
I'm not interested in any game that might be like WoW but slightly better.
Elder Scrolls won't be.
Well, I don't know. Anything that looks even remotely like it, I'm just
Yeah,
so
I
not
know what you
interested.
mean, I know what you mean.
As soon as I see a game that looks anything like that, in the same sort of era of blah, 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 I'm just so not interested. I'm absolutely not interested.
Are you going to play on the US servers?
Yes, for the millionth time, yes, guys, I am. At some point. At some point. I seriously do that.
Whoa. Let me go at the bottom of the chat and I'll work back up again. That's all I like to do.
There's a lot of chat questions going through. If we miss your question for whatever reason, please just do it again.
Ghost suffers from serious man crushes. This is true.
Oh, our Let's Play channel actually got stopped. It's reopening soon enough, but it got stopped because of being an unofficial unpartnered channel that was posting gaming Let's Plays. It got absolutely stopped by YouTube. So we're in the, yeah. It was apparently something to do with Nintendo and YouTube isn't working quite well, and we did the Luigi's Mansion series. They didn't like it, so it's going to be open again in a few days, but I can't actually post anything on that channel at the moment.
What's your favourite Arnie quote?
Stick around.
Stick around.
Stick around.
If you ask that bow and gun question again, I'm going to fucking ban you, you turd. He's answered it like 9 times.
Jesus.
I know. What was your wrestling finishing move?
Oh,
do you remember?
I had a few, but powerbomb generally.
Powerbomb.
Yeah.
I had a diamond cutter.
Mm.
The original RKO, not RKO, diamond cutter.
Diamond cutter, correct. The RKO is a mock.
What are you thinking of 5.2?
5.2. I'm looking forward to the story. Throne of Thunder actually looks really cool. I've been through I've reviewed every boss in there so far that's been tested. Some good, some bad. Any of the really good bosses I will put up on the workshop. Anything that's really good and I get good feedback from the players in there, I'll do on the workshop so you can see that. I've covered 2 bosses of Throne of Thunder in the workshop so far. The other bosses are uninspiring. Tortoise, the new one, the giant turtle, is again apparently very, very dull. But it looks like there's going to be some really nice bosses mixed with some average ones, as you can expect with a large instance.
Just one sec, I'm just going to jump right in here. Vanish. Diamond Cutter, the half-assed version of a stunner.
It's totally different.
It's a totally different move. A stunner basically brings the head onto the shoulder. The Diamond Cutter brings the head onto the floor and is a full back lift down. Learn your wrestling, dickwad. Jesus Christ. The only thing that topped a Diamond Cutter was a Diamond Dust.
That was cool, Diamond Dust.
That was a cool. Look what a Diamond Dust is, which is basically off the corner rope, underhook DDT. You flip them over the top and go into the Diamond Cutter finish. A stunner is because Stone Cold Steve Austin can't bend his fucking knees right.
And a lot of people can't sell it.
And a lot of people can't sell it.
And it's safer.
And it is safer.
It is safer. It is absolutely safer.
You know shit, Vanish.
You don't know shit.
I know.
What an asshole.
Do you know why DDP failed on doing a stunner? Because he's done that many Diamond Cutters, which are 10 times better. He just can't do shit.
Sounds legit.
I know, man.
Will Mop be your last expansion? No idea, man. No idea. See what the story tells.
What do you think of multi-boxes?
Don't think anything about it. If you could afford to play it, I have no idea what the problem is.
TNA or WWE?
TNA's not real.
TNA has got the
TNA not
RVDs in TNA though.
Yeah, but because it's a retirement.
I know
it's the grave site.
I know.
TNA. I wanted to, when I was in Florida, I wanted to go and see TNA, and they cancelled the show that week. Bastards. I would love to have seen it.
Do you always remember that when I showed you that flyer?
Like the ruffle.
When my dad went to Michigan on work, and he got a flyer. Basically, that's how ECW got its audience, and he had an ECW flyer, like, we're playing this place tonight, come and see it, and he had a picture of RVD on the front like that.
Oh, that would have been... I'd love to have seen RVD live.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. We have lots of games we want to do gameplay. The problem is right now is we're just not able to dedicate enough time to it. I haven't seen you since last web show.
No.
I haven't seen Ghost since last web show. I saw him 2 hours before we started this one. That is what we're doing at the moment. I think that's right. I haven't seen you all week.
You haven't seen me all week.
No. We just don't get to see each other, unfortunately. Will you level your monk tomorrow? Probably. I want to get it to 85 tomorrow.
What level is it?
79?
Get it to 85, man, for God's sakes.
I've been trying. It's hard when I'm running with these rooks.
It's a valid point. Where's the video of Ghost freaking out over Lil Wayne on chat roulette?
What?
What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
What?
My finisher was sperm to the face. Did you stop though when you choked on it that time?
Have I checked your music? I don't think I have. No, but I'm not checking much music at the moment. I'm really not checking out much music at the moment. I tell you, my head with editing right now is just not in its right place.
Preaching Ghost, what do you think about Garrosh might unleash the Burning Legion with a big giant arcane bomb that will cause
No, I can't see that. I think the Burning Legion is out until Sargeras comes back, which will probably be next expansion. I think the Burning Legion isn't going to happen. Not for a while. Don't worry about the spam right now. But if you're spamming a question that's been answered, then you should worry about it.
Sword, axe, or mace?
In what respect?
Which one's your favourite?
It's not a question.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Sword.
Alright.
How do you feel about paladins in MOP?
I don't like them. I'm really not looking forward to leveling my paladin at all.
Really? That's why I started, you know.
I know, but it's just going to be like...
But the thing is that I know what you feel like, but I was doing it as ret though, and I was
I'm going to be
basically...
leveling as ret.
I was glued to CLC, and it's just, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not...
Do not like it. But I feel like that's why I'm sort of not doing my DK as well. Not because I'm glued to his abilities, I'm glued to his, whatever it's called, like Rune General or something, the mod, where it tells you your runic power and your runes, and you're just watching your runes and your power, and it's like, no, I don't like it.
Sargeras is the Burning Legion leader. I know, that's why I said that's when the Burning Legion will come back.
Even
I don't know if you're not talking to me, though. You might be talking to someone else, but that's why I said it. Holy shit, is that the real Nups? Fuck off.
What's your favourite memory of Balnazar times? It was that time when we
That's
left
a
Nups.
fake account, yeah. It was that time my brother, Zapanka, who's in the chat, spell stole the buff off of Molgor, and you died, and he didn't heal you. That was the best moment. If it was the real Nups, you'll remember it well.
In fairness, though, I
and
healed
that first
like
kill, you were the only one dead. I have it on video. You fucking letdown. Bad mage. Bad you.
Bad you.
Bad you.
Bad
Owned.
you.
Give me brother. Owned.
Would upcoming superhero movies be better if they got a dark theme like The Dark Knight? That's a good question. Only on certain superheroes, though.
Are you talking about just having... have you ever seen the South Park with Inception in it?
No.
Right, there's a South Park episode which is about Inception. It's going on about how movies having an overly complicated storyline doesn't make them clever or anything. I loved Inception, by the way.
I like Inception.
Anyway, they got this dream within a dream thing coming, and then suddenly DiCaprio and all the team break in, and they're all shooting people randomly and shit. And then they try to explain to somebody about the dream state, going deeper, and this guy keeps coming in going... And then to make the proper horn sound, he's got a sheep next to him. He pulls its tail. He goes, meh. It's fucking well funny. It's genius. Fucking genius.
What do you think of 5.2?
Looking awesome. Looking awesome. Looking good.
What do you think of Fury Warriors?
I want to see how the changes play out.
All
Warrior DPS specs are changing.
Yeah, they're all changing. 5.1, I favoured Fury over Arms in gameplay, but then as soon as I set up the Tell Me When mod for Arms, never played Fury again. What?
Nothing. I was just laughing at what you said.
All right.
No, you were funny, man. It was good.
I am funny.
I know, man. I know.
It's not a question. Do you watch Archer? No. I've seen it on Netflix come up, Archer, and some guy was actually talking to me about it in work, but I've just never watched it.
How can I persuade my veteran WoW RL friend to start playing again? I wouldn't, because you'll quit. Don't do it. You'll quit the game. Every friend who brings a friend to WoW quits the fucking game. Simple as. Won't happen. Don't. If he's a veteran WoW player, he'll come back on his own if he wants to. Oh my god.
What spec do you think should be buffed?
None right now. They're all pretty close, man. I looked at some recent stats of all the DPS specs. They're pretty close. Destruction, maybe. Destruction Warlocks, maybe. In Sheepshin, yeah, that's what it's called.
In Sheepshin.
Can we do some wrestling? No, we don't do that anymore.
We don't do that anymore.
We don't wrestle anymore.
Last time we did, he made my bottom tooth go through the top of my front of my lip.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore. Fatbot gave you a like on the Warglaive vid. I know. I was playing with Loz from Fatboss last night in the Transmogs. Cool guy.
Night off, Sense. Have a great night, man.
Can you link your playlist from the stream? I've made my stream, the ones that I play from iTunes, I've made my stream in a Spotify account, and I've put the link on the Preach Gaming forums.
On a what account?
Spotify.
What?
Spotify.
What?
I've put what I play in
that
the live
Pandora
stream.
account.
No, I don't put. That's what I'm saying though. I use iTunes on the stream.
Good.
That's what I'm saying, and then I basically used what I put on iTunes into a Spotify account so that people can listen to it when I'm not streaming. That's what the point was. You not see the picture, mate?
Nope.
And on a Spotify as well. Once I actually put it up, and I said, okay, this is what I'm listening to when I'm streaming. I went onto it, and it comes up with a new window. It says most listened to playlists in your area. Mine was like 5th. Yeah, buddy.
Take it. Why are you not number one? Why are you not number one?
Why am I not number one?
Exactly.
More people listen to it. It's called like #victory trending in Manchester or something like that.
I want to know where Goose came from.
I know where it came from. I found out the other night.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't me.
It was you.
Oh, really? What did I say?
On the drunk webcast, you kept calling me Goose.
Okay, but it wasn't what we thought it was.
I don't know.
It wasn't the Goose.
No, it wasn't the Goose.
It wasn't the Goose.
I wish it was.
Yeah. I
More
told you it
people
wasn't.
got that.
That's what I assumed it was from. I didn't know.
Penis dickling. The Goose.
How do you know Doobs?
Yeah, you know Doobs too.
Do you focus on the Emerald Dream, Return of the Burn? Yeah, I think that is exactly what it's going to be. I think that's actually going to be.
Favourite class in Mop Ghost? Warrior so far.
Which is weird, isn't it? What a switch. What a switch.
It's messed up, man. I just don't feel like... I love Rogue, it's just... I'm not enjoying it as much as Warrior, straight up at the minute.
WoW will not end until the subs drop right off. The only people who can kill WoW right now are Blizzard. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. The only people who can kill WoW are Blizzard. It's 10 million people paying a subscription every month. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
Do the glaive face? No. I'll do it when I get Shadowmourne.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no.
What's after that? What's your next target, if anything? Thunder Fury?
That's a good question. Maybe. I can get the Hammer of Sulfuras on my paladin because I've got the eye.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, but I'm not buying the plans for 17k just to make the hammer. I might do. I've got a lot of money in the guild bank that I'm not letting people have.
Which is for my legendaries.
Which is for my legendaries.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, no, I also...
Contribute.
I also only need 3 weeks on my rogue to get the clusters as well, to get the daggers. So I might get them as well.
Ghost isn't raiding anymore because he's just got no time. That's why we've not seen each other.
Exactly.
It ain't a joke. We've just got no time at the moment. No time.
What do you think about a Heroes for Hire movie?
Don't know. Never
Don't
heard
know,
of it.
mate.
Never heard of it.
How did you feel when the Warglaive dropped? Utter relief and disbelief. Shock. Erection. Sweats. And a clean change of pets. It was just basically, put it this way, if you're in my position where you've got the luxury of people from the stream helping you farm something and you do it for almost 30 weeks. I got the offhand glaive on my second time of doing it, and I only saw the main hand 27 weeks after it. I was pretty happy when I got it.
We're not joining with Fatboss TV.
No, we just,
Some cross things may happen, but that's not it.
They come with my transmogs.
You'll wait to see. We'll announce something in the not too distant future. Hopefully. Yeah. Why is there lube near my PC? Where?
It's talcum powder.
Oh, it's talcum powder.
Is still worrying. It's still worrying.
It's foot powder.
Foot powder?
Yeah. Good for your feet. I walk fucking miles a day with my dog.
Ew.
Alright, well you do that without wearing this shit. You see what
Mate,
happens.
I walk and then I go in the bathroom, use a pumice stone, and my feet are golden riches.
I'm so soft. It's like,
Golden riches.
I feel like I'm walking on clouds every time I get out of bed.
Wait, here we go.
Oh.
Switching from Alliance to Horde for a new WoW feeling. Should I do it? Starting fresh with a Blowf.
I'll give it a try. Why do you don't have to give up on Alliance to roll a Blowf alt, you know? Just do it and see what you think.
Make all your characters Blowfs.
I don't raid with anybody at the moment, man. I don't sleep, man. I don't sleep. Paladins are getting changed again, I think. There's so many things that seem out of whack at the moment. There's a reason. People keep asking me about advanced guides. I'm not doing them until these class changes settle down. I mean, I just checked MMO randomly then to find the legendaries. It looks like there's another round of class changes again. There's no point in me doing that kind of stuff yet. I'm really skeptical about commenting too much about specific class abilities. The only ones that really stood out for me were the mage ones. The mage that were seriously wrong. But overall, I'm just not feeling it.
Can you still read the chat there, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Give me a minute.
Would you make dailies being heroic dungeons to fix the problem? No, I would eliminate that entire style of playing. The problem is not the dailies. The problem is that there are dailies. That's the problem. The problem is that is the content to do in the meantime, and it's not really optional as much as people want it to be optional. It's just not. I think Mistweaver should be nerfed. No, Mistweaver's not overpowered, especially if you look at the 5.2 PTR. It's not. It has its good, unique features. I like where Mistweaver's at. I think it's a nice playstyle. I'm gonna try and raid as soon as I can. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start raiding as soon as I possibly can. I need to cap all my characters. I need to get Way of the Warrior 2 finished. I've got some voice acting stuff happening on Monday night and hopefully on Tuesday night as well. So I'm going to be actually contacting a couple of you. I want a couple of people who I know to do some voice acting if they're up to it. That's the kind of stuff then. So I've got a lot on. I'm going to be to give you an idea of the schedule. I'm going to be street up from 6, walking Ben, seeing some things. I might even go for a swim, then streaming from 9 till 6. Then working on Way of the Warrior 2 until pretty much bedtime. Like, probably till 10, 11 o'clock. So, I'll be doing sort of 14, 15 hour days for the next while.
Can I join Stark and start raiding? You can join Stark. Raiding's a different kettle of fish. It's not my call. It's Rasty and the officer's call.
Exactly. Remember, Stark is not a raiding guild. It's a good collection of people from the community who want to have a chat. And there's some raiding that goes on. That's fine. I think there's 3 raid teams now.
They're working on the 3rd raid team now.
Yeah, so it's like 3 raid teams there.
They do post up on preachgaming.com what they actually need to fill these spots.
Delore cannot play a villain. He's too happy.
He is too happy.
Delore is far too happy to play a villain.
Do you have any EU guild? Yep, Stark Industries on Sylvanas.
Sylvanas EU, yeah. We've just pasted the playlist. You need Spotify to open it.
You need Spotify to open the playlist, and I've pasted it above.
And that was from the forums.
Yeah. The post in the forums called #victory.
Oh, well, no one know what can find. Is it in the Bards in? We have got a music forum, you know.
Alright, I put it in not safe for work.
You put your music playlist in not safe for work.
4th, mate. It was 4th, by the way, not 5th.
Okay, a couple more questions. It's 11:15.
Ghost, if I were willing to transfer my warrior over, would you be willing to PvP own some people with me? Yeah, if your warrior can heal.
Your list came out as :P. You made a... You think Bolvar will come back? Definitely. Bolvar's waiting for possibly the next 2 expansions. I would imagine we see Emerald Dream, then another expansion which will involve Bolvar. If you believe the notes, then definitely the next expansion is Emerald Dream. I'm sure you already asked that question, actually.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do is this. I'm going to post you the link from the preachgaming.com forum so it doesn't put any emotes in it or anything like that or blah blah blah. Use that link.
There you go. Okay, last couple of questions, guys.
Yes, I'm doing transmog straight after the show.
What milestones would you like to achieve with your channel this year? It's February. By December, I'd like to see 100,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
I'm going to go bold.
That is bold.
That is bold. I'd like to see 100,000 subscribers.
I'd like to see 400 on mine. I've not posted a video and I've got 388 subscribers.
Yeah, he's got 400 subscribers, never posted a video.
I'm like that guy on Twitter who gets everyone to follow him, doesn't follow anyone back.
It's a lot of subs, but we think we're going to... well, if you look at the fact that we got 1,000 in a week this week, and it's growing faster and faster every time, we're starting to find a little bit of a niche now in the kind of videos to do. A combination of big theme videos, the big weekly videos, which are not easy to do, by the way, have been really well received, plus the little shorts. Like, we've done some 2-minute videos this week, really popular.
Remember telling that story before about Harry Potter?
Yeah, and the Van Halen, yeah.
Don't ask for requests when I do live streams. I will play your request, my interpretation of your request.
How far away from hiring Ghost? A long ass way. You guys stop using fucking... Stop using ad blocker and it'll be tomorrow. There you go. Stop using ad blocker and it'll be tomorrow.
Wait, what? Does Ghost have a YouTube channel? I've got a YouTube account. It's like Street Paladin or something like that. But it has no videos on it.
Yeah.
Play the Batman music. Play my ball sack.
If we didn't have, let me put it this way: if you didn't have ad blocker, you'd have a 24-hour stream, or a day. Every day there'd be a live stream all day, plus 2 big videos, plus all sorts of other shit. So there you go. Wait, you can block ads. So there you go. I'm not. It's probably not even you guys. I'm talking. It's the general guys who turn up. The general guys who turn up on our YouTube channel.
Can you do transmog raids? Transmogging kata raids? We do sometimes. Like we usually do Firelands. I think Rasty wants to do Dragon Soul tonight, and yeah, I'm definitely up for helping Rast out doing that. So probably we're doing Dragon Soul tonight. Rasty's going to be orchestrating that one in terms of if we're going to do 10 or 25. I think it's something specific he needs, but we'll do that.
Yeah, follow Ghost on Twitter. I'm not very good on the Twitter machine, as you guys are aware if you follow me on Twitter. Ghost loves his tweeting, so feel free to follow Ghost on Twitter. You'll get a lot more entertainment out of it. Okay, I think that's it. Are you done? I'm done.
I'd like to just
when we get drunk again.
One more minute.
I'm not ready to get drunk again.
You gotta get drunk when it's my birthday.
Oh, your birthday's in March, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You know
Do
when
you know
it
what?
is?
That's retarded. Emma's birthday is the 20th of February.
Right.
The PlayStation 4 announcement's on the 20th of February. And there's also something else that happens on the 20th of February. And I can't remember what it is, but it's like the only day I certainly cannot work. There's 3 major things happening that day. Bastard. The PlayStation 4 announcement's not that major.
My birthday's on a Saturday.
Is it really?
Yes,
yeah, but Suzanne be taking you out.
I hope not, because I prefer to.
Well, you let me know. Yeah,
It saved me some money.
You could get drunk again, I suppose. I'll let you know when your birthday is. My birthday's on the 20th of February. PlayStation 4 day. What do you think about the PlayStation 4?
Don't give a shit.
No, me neither. It'll only be 1080p. Gives a shit.
No, I won't announce on Twitter when I do a live stream, unfortunately. I could do, I guess. But I don't really use Twitter to do that. Twitter's just my own personal thing, but it's usually just general game related, not so much channel stuff. I will be putting stuff from
nice one, yeah.
Preach's account as well on Twitter.
Yeah, let Ghost to do that. It's like Genji's.
What the hell is that?
Well, I know what it is. It's not even.
It's gone.
Oh, it's gone. You guys. Those mods, so fucking awesome. Alright guys, we're going to call it a night there. We've gone for 3.5 hours pretty much. So it won't go 4K. It won't be 4K. I don't think 4K is going to take off. The feedback that the Hobbits had for its 4K has not been good. Not been good. Will we be going to BlizzCon? I don't think so. I don't know. Alright guys, take it easy ballers. We're going to cut it out. Our next web show is in 2 weeks. We're back on track for 2 weeks. We only changed this one because of Thingy. Thank you so many of us for sticking with us. Fucking hell, that's a lot of you guys. Thank you so much.
It's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and I hope you had good fun. I hope you had a couple of drinks, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you enjoyed everything, really.
I enjoyed all of it.
Yeah, and I'll be live streaming on Monday, daily on Monday. Tomorrow I'm taking a sort of day off. I'll be working in the background. I kind of want to do some stuff with Adobe After Effects. I might live stream it, so you guys can help me out. If any of you are specialists on Adobe in any way, I'm pretty rubbish with it. But there's some stuff I need to do for Way of the Warrior 2 that involves After Effects. I kind of might stream that for a couple of hours, but I'm not going to say what time. Alright guys, so I'll see you Monday at 9 AM for the big live stream. We'll get started.
One sec. Roax, you'll see my battle tag when I log on. In about 20 minutes' time, the stream will come back up and it'll be my transmog. I will show you my real ID. Tonight? Yes.
Oh, Ghost is going to be streaming for you in about 20 minutes.
Yep. Transmog, bitch!
I'm streaming on Monday at 9 a.m. GMT. That's UK time, London time. Just Google it if you're not sure. I'll be streaming every day from 9 a.m. from Monday. So I'll see you then. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.
Peace.
Love you guys.